Right, here we are at Scott Base. Beautiful sunny day. It's quite warm, so there's lots of water around. So let's go walk up these stairs into the main entranceway to the base. So when you arrive, this is where you come in through this door. You always scrape the feet to make sure there's no dust getting into the base. Give them a good stomp. Open up the door, and the first thing you find is we've got big thick walls for insulation. And this is a cold porch, so it keeps a pocket of air in here that separates the cold air outside from the warm part of the base. So we come in here and it says make sure you don't leave any of your clothes behind, any of dirt inside. Keep your cold weather gear in this area, and then you're just in normal clothes to walk around in. Locker room. They always tell you what the temperature is going to be outside, so you know what you're in for. Lots of sunblock. You just pick a locker and that's yours for the duration of your trip. So yeah, take your clothes off here, the outer layers of your ECWs, into your regular around the base clothes, and then you're onto the base. Down that corridor there is all the way past the workshops to the HFC. A little hitching rail out there for big plant. Here's one of our planties.
Hey, how's that?
Have a look on the hill there. We've got the 3 turbines running at the moment, so there's a reasonable breeze. There's a little micro-rain radar that we've fitted out there. It's the white dish that's at an angle and it points straight up. It measures snowfall. Unfortunately, there's not a lot at the moment. At the other side, we've got Black Island. Oh, that's White Island. They all look the same. Lots of seals. So we'll keep going up here. Nice pictures of home to make you feel like you're still part of New Zealand. We have our recreational routes. There's lots of things you can do, lots of tracks that you can follow. And anybody who goes out will note what the conditions are like, so the next people up would know if there's ice or something to worry about falling over on. As you can see, we're starting to get a few of them closed. So our recreational activities are starting to limit at this time of year. There you go. Lots of trails you can do. Some of them are quite long. This one's about a 5-hour trip all the way around. This is the main admin block. Just happens to be close to Christmas at this time of year on our trip. Whenever you go out, if you're leaving the base for any period of time, you fill in the book. So it tells you the time you're heading out, who you are, where you're going, what transport you're taking, whether it's on foot or in a vehicle, taking a radio, so there's radios and batteries, when you're due back, and whether you've made it back. Otherwise, search and rescue get called in. G'day, Paddy.
Hello.
That's where comms ops usually stay. The main contact between staff in the field, staff on base, and anybody trying to call in. So there's another entranceway here with another cold porch, so that visitors can come in through this way or through the way that we came in before. 2 different ways to get into base. If we have a fire drill or a real call out, we meet here so it can be checked off the list, so make sure that everybody's accounted for. A little bit later on, we'll take you into the shop. It's only open certain hours of the day. Good way to get a few souvenirs. Up here we've got, you can probably just hear the noise. So that's the diesel generators. So when we need more power than the turbines can provide, we run the diesel generators. The excess power goes into the grid between the New Zealand base and the American base. Inside here we've got the Sparkies hidey hole. We'll come back in and visit Liam later, but this is a little workshop area. Let's keep moving around. The base is all interconnected. Little walkways, you don't actually have to go outside and get cold. Oh, just up the top here, these are the water supplies. So all of our hot water is housed up there and then it feeds back through. So there's a reverse osmosis plant that takes the salt water, desalinates it, stores it as fresh water, and it's gravity fed back through to the base. There's little plant rooms everywhere around here, like for example this one straight ahead. It's the air handling plant. Some accommodation up there. Fire's a real risk down here. So there's lots and lots of firefighting equipment and all the crew are basically firefighters. Because if fire takes hold of the base, you have no protection against the elements. So it's a very serious threat. This year we've got very, very few people coming down to base. Very few scientists. We're lucky enough to be some of the select few. It's the main accommodation block up here for the staff. Up through the double doors is their accommodation. And we've got toilets in here and they're being cleaned at the moment. This is where everybody has their meals. Fresh drinks, coffee. Hello.
Excuse me, I don't consent to this.
That's okay, I'm not looking at you. Christmas time. Down here into the lounge, nice little quiet spot to hide away. One of Sared's favourite spots. It was built around about the time of this 50th anniversary meal. I just happened to be here for that. There we go. That's what the weather conditions are like today. Pretty calm. It's a good spot to actually have a read, have a jam session. Bit of quiet time. Alright, we'll continue the tour a little later on.